morning and welcome to a new video. It's day 2 of Singapore. Oh, that's bright. It's a lot sunnier today. So I'm about to go to the pool. Just had breakfast. Going to Universal Studios Singapore today. Should be a great day. They've got some weird opening times and weird attraction opening times and stuff. And then tonight we're going to go and do the luge. Which is like Mario Kart coming down a hill basically. But yeah, should be a good day. I can't film a lot of stuff there, so there won't be much on-ride stuff, but I can film on the luge, so I'll film on the luge later on when we do that. It's called the Skyline Luge. Basically, you get a cable car to the top of a hill and then race down it on go-karts, pretty much. Looks like really good fun. So I'm going to go for a swim, as the pool is empty again. And then we'll pick this up when we're about to leave the hotel. Right, let's go to the tube station. So it looks like we've got to go down to the bottom of one of the lines, change the lines, and then it kind of takes you out a little bit onto kind of the island where Singapore Hollywood Studios is. Like I said, the luge is also nearby too, so we can do both relatively quickly. So we bought our ticket yesterday, which is a bit of a faff, but we are here and we're going to go down to the harbour front and then switch and then go to Sentosa. And Sentosa is like the island or the company that own most of the stuff on it, like casino, Universal, hotels, everything. So that's where we're going. So we've had to check in just after between the expresses are this way. But that's what, yeah, up this way, up this way, right? That's what it's saying on that sign. But Rach hasn't got any data over here, so we're struggling to do so she was trying to tether to my phone. But then there's a lady there who just had a scanner, and then through Bluetooth, Rach just tapped her phone and was allowed to check in that way, which was amazing. We didn't know about that, so it makes it easier and no more fuck with data and stuff. So we're now in a big shopping centre. We're trying to find the monorail. It did say boardwalk down that way. So we're nearly there. We're just trying to find access to this monorail. We think it's just to the left somewhere. Definitely the monorail along. You can see the park there. See the coasters. And a ridiculously sized cable car. Shame about the concrete to get that middle pillar in, but it's actually quite a walk back that way to go and get on the train, so we've just decided to do a slow walk to the actual park. We'll probably get the monorail back to save our legs, but at least it's not midday though when we're doing this walk.
Exactly.
It is midday. This is very thoughtful. Sadly the one going uphill wasn't working. although it's hot, there's music along here. A lot of the travelators are actually out of service at the minute, unfortunately. But this walk, the boardwalk basically, is nothing short of stunning. I was just saying to Rose, it's a shame about the backdrop of all the docks, and all around you there's docks, with all the cranes and stuff, but yeah. Other than that, at least this bit's downhill. Okay, we're nearly there. This is 20 minutes after opening time, and this is how busy it is. There's 2 other people we can see. Oh, 2 more. And that is it. We can't be far from the entrance now. So today they're operating a really weird schedule. So like, for example, they've got a racing coaster, or 2 coasters that are meant to race. Battlestar something. Galactica? Is that Galactica? Battlestar Galactica?
That's what you said to me.
Okay, yeah, I think it's called that. Either way, they are operating both of those coasters, but one opens from 12 till 3 and the other side opens from 3 till 7. And a lot of the rides open at random times and close at random times during the day, so obviously either they're short staffed or they're just expecting it to be so quiet. And they're only opening from Thursday to Sunday at the moment, as are a lot of stuff. It's the reason why we did the zoo stuff yesterday, because the zoo and Night Safari only opens from, well, the zoo's open every day, but the Night Safari is Thursday to Sunday as well at the moment. So hoping for a lovely quiet day. This has got to be the biggest Universal spinning globe I've ever seen. It is huge. Far bigger than the studios in Florida and in Hollywood. So we're in. It's always a bit of a faff at the minute. I can't film coming in because it's got to show so many different things. Oh, this is undercover. Is that because there's sudden downpours and just to give some respite maybe? So the crowds do look really light, and this is 20 minutes after opening, and if this is how busy it stays, then we're both going to be very happy. Although, don't they dance to this song in the film, do they? Yeah. Yeah? Minion Mart? Do you get it? Minion Mart. Here's the weird times. So obviously I've seen all this in the app, but you can see how it's all a bit all over the place. I mean, on a quiet day it's not going to be a problem, but it's just, there must be a reason why they're doing that. I can't see Battlestar Galactica the other side though open on here, so maybe it's not going to be open today. We shall see. I'm going to look at the app and decide what we want to do first. So the human side, which is the red side, the sit-down side, is the only ride, other than some little veteran cars type, that we think is open at the minute. So we're going to head to that first. It has gone round, so we know one side is actually operational. That's quite good with a screen. There she blows. So I did just try the test seat, but the whole problem with the test seat is it doesn't take, like, the seatbelt clicks in about there. Now it's hard to show you, and I can't believe that that is an acceptable level for it to be down. So this used to have 4 across seating, and now it's 2 across with new trains and the new Vekoma vest restraints. They normally do it free for your length of your ride. Let's have a look. Free of charge for 45 minutes, because the queue time's half an hour. So just like Universal, they do give you free... We're going on human. Oh yeah, look, so this is... The queue time just gone up to half an hour, so these have gone up to 45 minutes. degree. $5.39. Must be said, these lockers are a bit more generous than the Florida ones. Right, over an hour later, it broke down for quite a bit, unfortunately, and it's on one train, and it just moved, and it's the Belfast track, so it just moved incredibly slow. However, the ride itself, it doesn't go upside down, no inversions, no airtime, it's got the Vekoma vest restraints. So I'm just coming to check whether, because we saw a big queue of people waiting here. This opens at 2, but you can see here, they're not actually letting people in the queue yet. So this queue is probably 5 or 6 cars, and whilst we're on this side of the park, might as well do it now. So we're going to queue up for this now. Revenge of the Mummy, which I've done obviously in the other studios and Hollywood parks. But yeah, the Hyper side? I don't know what it's called now. It was really smooth. We're in row 3, no airtime or anything, but it was really comfortable. And a lot longer than you think actually. But yeah, the operations weren't great, and even the one train just took forever to kind of get out of the station. But it closes about an hour and a half, so we had to kind of wait and grin and bear it basically, or else we might not even get on it today, because the other one opens at 4 o'clock. But yeah, we're into the Mummy next. So Revenge, is it called it's just called the Mummy here rather than the Revenge of the Mummy? No, Revenge of the Mummy, there you go. We waited about 10 minutes, because luckily, we were waiting for it to actually open at 2 p.m. and Rach actually suggested putting our bags in the locker first. So everyone got held and got told to go and put their bags in the locker. So we got it really quick. However, operations are nothing short of terrible on there. Because obviously lots of trains of 16, 4x4, but they are socially distant people, so if we can load the back row and the front row, and they're only using one side of the station, and every other train, for no apparent reason, goes through empty. It stops, they put the bars down, and then they send it again. No idea why that's happening. It says a 15-minute wait. We waited 15 minutes and we were at the front of the queue basically when we got in there. So ride-wise, it looks like, I think, a carbon copy with some slight cheaper differences to the current Orlando version. There was the fire room and the fire ceiling and stuff. That was good. Big pop of airtime, just like in Hollywood Studios. The only main difference for this one is there's no link to it being a studio. So right at the end, he doesn't, I see that clip where he wants his coffee and all that. It's just, you are in the story rather than in the filmmaking process. But yeah, need to find a toilet now. And oh, there's some restrooms down here. It's a very glorious entrance to the restrooms. And then find out what should go on next. The rest, the stuff's opened now. It's past 2 p.m. So it's a little bit easier to find attractions to actually... so people are spread out is what I'm trying to say. This is a show over here. Sesame Street and Bollywood I saw on the sign as at a glance. And obviously the distancing here is it's really odd because they've really bothered about the rides being distanced, but they don't seem to care in the queue at all. So just odd to those two extremes, really. The Lost World? Is that a second film? So is this one based on the second film? Or the third film?
I think maybe even the third one.
Yeah, maybe. So in here they have a Rapids ride rather than the boat ride, which Rach isn't a massive fan of, but maybe being a million degrees.
Maybe.
I'm going to go on this, it counts for cred. It's very unusual. No other Universal, to my knowledge, has it. I don't know. To be fair, I've not really researched that. The Rapids had a bigger queue, so I'll leave that for now. Now, I can't remember what it's called. Something flyer. Canopy flyer. It looks like a decent little fun ride, doesn't it? Oh, that's a nice area for later to sit in. Foliage and shade. So yeah, we'll give this a go. Hopefully it won't be too long. It didn't look like a massive queue. Oh, here we go. What is it? Oh, 10 minutes. Perfect. This is what we like, isn't it? You can bring bags onto this one. I don't know where you put them though, or you keep them with you. So the park is quiet. It's just social distancing and stuff. Really hammering operations.
Jurassic Park Rapids.
The canopy flight was pretty good, nice and fun actually. I've never done one of them before. This is the Waterworld show, which is the same in Hollywood Studios, California. A fantastic show, but there's no street theatre and there's no shows at all here at the moment due to the old Rona.
Legacy, please keep away your phone inside your pocket at all times. Once again, keep your phone inside your pocket at all times. Thank you.
Some of us respect the rules. Two things. We just asked a staff member where we can fill up our water bottles because all the water stations are out of bounds at the minute. They don't do it at all. Not even in restaurants or anything. They will not give you any water. Which is 30 degrees, like, that's mental. I don't know anywhere where they wouldn't give you any water. Anyway, we come into the Shrek shop just because Rachel wanted a little gander, and found this right at the back of the shop. And you would walk past this and never see this. I found this at the back of the shop. It's a ride. Obviously, I think it's closed today, like properly closed. Magic potion spin. It's got a 55-minute wait. But yeah, I didn't see it on the map because I think everything that's closed on the map. The Puss in Boots roller coaster's closed as well outside, unfortunately. It's not a massively big deal about it. It was more that it was quite unique and it was a well-themed little outdoor coaster, like really heavily themed. So that's a shame. But yeah. Just been saying, this castle looks better than the California Disney castle. I know it's a very old castle, like, but it's not open today, I think, because it's an indoor attraction, which is fine. There's no love lost there. But the castle itself looks absolutely incredible. Much better than like The one in Florida is just a big box. I know it's closing now, but still. So what's it called? Far, Far Away? Oh no, Enchanted Airways. Basically, the staff member coerced us into coming onto this. However, because no one's here. And it is a coaster. Like the lady outside was like, come on, why aren't you trying to come on this? And it was actually a coaster I wanted to go on, because I needed to get the credit for it, but it was a standard, I think, Vekoma on their layouts you see, like copied and pasted in a lot of places. But it was quite good. This ride is themed on Madagascar. So it's just a boat ride. It's a small world-esque.
Embarking into hostile territory. This crazy place! A little help up here? Marty, Gloria, we need to find the management pronto!
Hey, there's a party going on! We should have brought chips and dip!
Smiles, everyone. Is that the best you can do now, man?
Oh, I'm not smiling.
Going. Right to the You're the boss. Please come on and learn. Hello from me, original King Julian. Welcome to the wild. That's my idea. I thought of that.
Come on, boys. Let's put those foods in a world of hurt.
Kizzy, let's do this!
Right there with you, buddy.
If you don't mind, I'll just wait here.
Get ready for it. These mammals are going to need our help. Rico, tactical equipment. Rabbit.
Buddy, I'm surrounded! Do something! Ah! Help me!
It's showtime!
Well, that was a really nice start ride. It's actually in, there's a huge ship, you can actually see, and obviously that fits the storyline. That's a huge ship. There's projections. There were air blast effects. Obviously the waterfall effect was turned off. It'd be nice if there was a drop in there for some reason. Yeah, it could have easily walked past it. I didn't realise it was this big. So, bit of a hidden gem, that one. The lighting was a little bit off. It felt a bit like a warehouse in certain parts. Other than that, really happy. We are going to probably take a little bit of a chill now, because we've done like a full loop of the park. It's not very big at all. It's very, very small. But obviously we have to wait until Cyclone opens up on the other side. So might sit down and get a drink for a bit. Guess what, right? I just looked at the queue time for Revenge of the Mummy. 60 minutes.
And that's probably
underestimated, isn't it? I'm so glad we got that. It's a shame because it's a really... Actually, out of all the coasters here so far, that's probably my favourite. But 60 minutes, Jesus Christ. Go car. Right, gonna do Transformers and the Sesame Street one. And then it's just the Rapids after that. And Cyclone that we have to wait. Well, Cyclone. So we'll probably sit down and have a drink or something before then. So we're coming around to the front again now. We're gonna go, Transformers on 50 minutes, so we're not gonna bother with that, I don't think. I literally did it 2 months ago. And all the rides here just seem like slightly cheaper versions of the Florida or the Hollywood Studio ones. However, we are going to do Sesame Street Spaghetti Space Chase. I have no idea what that is. It looks like an interactive shooting thing, but it's new, so I'll do that. And then, what does it say after that? Rapids?
no, the 4 o'clock one.
Oh yeah, so by the time we do that, it should mean the Cyclone coaster is just about to open up. So we'll do what we did with the Mummy and kind of hover outside for a bit, so we don't have to get in a long queue for that, because that actually does look quite good. There's inversions on that. It does look good, so I'm excited for that. There's Elmo. Elmo's like, you know, the Robbie Williams of Sesame Street. They only breaks away and does it by themselves for a bit, don't they?
Yeah, but Oscar the Grouch is my favourite.
Oh no, that's it. He was mine. Oscar the Grouch. She asked me what my favourite Sesame Street character was back in the day, and I said Big Bird, and I was told that was wrong. But it was Oscar the Grouch. He was my fave. Because that's what I am now. I moan all the time, don't I? Oh, so if I lived in a bin, I'd be pretty peed off. So this looks... Oh, here he is. Let's see. Oh, and Cookie Monster. How did you forget about Cookie Monster?
Yeah, no, Cookie Monster's good. He's a bit unique.
This looks really well themed. Like, amazingly themed. Oh.
Alright, super sidekicks, let's go to space and bring back the spaghetti!
We're going to space in that thing. Good luck. You can do it.
Let's go, second to countdown.
We made it!
Under control!
Barney, Mary, Bill, and Meatballs! Dr. Rooney's got super Grover in his tractor beam!
And I've got you too! Macaroni's plan is coming to a royal!
Oh no! Apple wishes he had some help! Not if we can help it. Elmo's Sesame Street friend.
Let's twirl that pasta back to Earth. Yay, bird!
Your cute and furry hero has saved the day!
With a little super help. Time to go back home.
I think that was absolutely brilliant. If you're a kid, it's silly. As Elmo is interacting with the people in real life, Elmo's head moves left and right, which is quite good. Also, the reason why I pointed is we appeared on the in the thing. But yeah, really, and there's no wait there either, which is good. Yeah, I'd highly recommend that. I thought that was absolutely, I thought that was brilliant. It was really well, there was brilliant details. Like right at the end, there was like two birds fighting over a piece of spaghetti and stuff like that, where they've actually got animatronics from characters who, you know, not the main ones. It was really good. We're actually under a massive cover at the moment. You see their drinking water is $4. That's £2 ish, which you shouldn't have to pay, I think. So you might realise you've not seen any off-ride footage, or unless they've sent extra trains, from the first of the two Battlestar Galactica roller coasters, because I was queuing up when it opened and we've done other bits of the park, and obviously now it's shut, so I can't. I'm back in this area now and it's not been going for a while. It's now 3:30, so the other one, so it closed at 3 and the other one opens at 4, so imagine the staff just literally move over to the other one. But yeah, so I might not have any shots of that, which is a shame. But yeah, I will make sure I get shots of the Cyclone. Right, change of plan, we're back at Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
And we're going to do the Rapids. It's about half an hour queue. So we're hoping to get this done before, well, similar time to when Cyclone opens.
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. Oh, in that case, brilliant. So normally, this is a boat ride, but here it's a rapids ride, so really interesting. I did ask, because some rides it says no photography, and then they let you, like I asked and they say you can do it, like on the 2 rides I've done it. But there's no queue for this, and we thought it was 30 minutes, so we are extremely happy, because it means we'll be able to be right on the other side when Cyclone does open, so we don't have to do that massive queue. So I'm just going to get the stuff in my bag, and I'll tell you what it's like off. I don't know if I'll get the off-ride shots, because it's really hidden away. But yeah, we're really happy, because this is the queue.
and enjoy the rest of your day here at Jurassic Park.
Well, that is definitely one of my... Oh my god, how red I am. Oh, I'm just red anyway, not sunburned. That's one of my highlights. It was a little bit on the cheap. It follows the same storyline. You start off, welcome to Jurassic Park. Raptors have got out. It follows the films basically. And you enter a big building at the end where it all goes wrong. However, so in that, because it's a rapids, you're gently going downhill for a few minutes, and you actually start off, it's very much a lazy river until the rapids get out, until the raptors get out. That's when the rapids actually starts going a bit faster. You could go on that time and time again, you don't get soaked on there or anything. But instead of going up a very slow moving elevator, you actually get into a lift, and the lift takes you from the bottom. It's quite a long lift, and you've got a dinosaur at the top, and it's literally moving you closer to the dinosaur. I think the dinosaur's meant to move, but they didn't. And then the door opens, and you go down a lot like Fantasia Land, there rapids, where you kind of have that big drop first, quite steep. And you have a bit of a splash. It is by far the biggest splash you get, but you're still not. So we're perfectly dry. In fact, it's the only place where we wanted to get soaked. You go up a long way, but then the drop is like maybe a third, or maybe no more than half, definitely. Because obviously it has to. You've been going down for the entire ride, so you go all the way to the top, and you come down a little bit, and then you're kind of back at the midway point, where the ride starts again. So there's no long, boring, let's be honest, boring journey back to the top. And it was brilliant. It was really good. Animatronics work, lots of people, lots of dinosaurs spraying you and stuff. Really liked that. And it was 5 minutes, which was so much better. I can see the other one going, the other roller coaster. So it's, again, it wasn't perfect. It is, like I said, a little bit on the cheap, but it was good. One of my favourite things here, I think, and I'm hoping that Cyclone will be. The Cyclone looks like a long ride as well. They're both really long rides, actually. You don't look it, but they do seem really long. So it's now 5 to 4, so Cyclone should be opening now. I think it's just doing its test run. So I'll put the things in the locker, so I can't show you any of the queue lines, can't show you anything like usual. And give this a go. And then that's everything we want to ride done. We're not going to do Transformers. There's a bit of a queue for it, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Alright, we'll see you when we get off the ride. So we waited about on and off in 25 minutes. We got a back row just by chance. But you can wait for the front if you ask. There's a few people waiting for the front. It's on one train, so same, and it's the same staff from the other side. So they've just had an hour's break and then started running that one. 5 inversions. The last inversion made me make a weird noise. in a very good way. It's just it's really smooth. And I'm going to pause. I was getting a shot for this over the other side of the water. I have just realised that's Flight of the Hippogriff. It's the same ride, but with much shorter queue because it hasn't got the words Flight of the Hippogriff in it. So that was our last ride that we're going to do. I'm going to whiz around and get some shots, but I'm going to sit down and get a drink. So I'm very excited for a milkshake. Got one little pop of airtime after the launch as we went down the first little drop, which was quite surprising because I'll be honest, I didn't think we'd get anything on there. But it's really good end to the day, particularly after the poor start with the operations, and also it took forever to get on the human side. But Saigon's where it's at. We've left the milkshake place because there's no milkshakes. They have finished early. It's really odd because service everywhere else in Singapore has been amazing, but here, not great. So we both got a Frappuccino. I've got mine on Rachel's advice, but I'm an Oscar the Grouch now because I couldn't have my milkshake. And we're now in Starbucks. There's not many catering places open, is there? A lot of them have been closed. Yeah. So we want to spend money. Why is it so difficult if we want to spend money? And let's see what we've ended up with. So is it just same? You got caramel and I got chocolate.
No, mine's got coffee in.
Yours got coffee in. I don't like coffee, but this is going to be devoured. It's not. I'm going to drink a tiny bit and then I'll feel sick. That's what's going to happen. Right, that was amazing. So I'm back on the heat now. So now I'm going to have a whiz round and just get all the shots which you've probably already seen. The mask is becoming annoying now, we have to wear it all the time. So I've got about 25 minutes to do that before we start to have to make a move to the luge. The luge video will probably be in a separate video after this one, but yeah. Seriously, one of the best things at this park is that castle. No one talks about it. So I did want to do a little car ride because it looked pretty good for the theming, but guess what? Closes at 5. So I can't do it. I know there must be big pressures at the minute with COVID, but either open the park or don't open the park. It has become really frustrating today, trying to work around the times and stuff. This has been the story of the day. I mean, this is just a gift shop, but lots of stuff is closed.
here today. Don't be shy, everyone. It's not every day we bring on this majestic of a beast. Okay, right behind you is an absolutely dangerous and big
Right, that's a lap done. And it's time to leave. And I'm going to collect Rachel from Starbucks. Finishing off with the same song. Right, so that's the end of the day here at Universal Studios Singapore. It's been alright. We've had a good day. Bit of a slow start because of the operations, the one train, it broke down. That said, it's a very small park. Very, very, very small park. There's not enough for it. I mean, we've been here for longer because I've been around for another hour just taking shots and stuff. Half a day will be fine, but check the opening times of the individual rides, not just the park. Because a lot of them shut at 6 and the park's open until 7. So why is that? So very, very strange. I'm glad I came. It's somewhere where I never thought I'd come before I started actually travelling to places. I have really enjoyed it. The highlight was Cyclone, really smooth, 5 inversions. Last inversion was a little bit weird. It felt weird, which was good because it was a surprise. There was a tiny bit of airtime on there. Apologies about getting shots about the human one because I didn't get shots before it shut. It was only open 3 hours and it was an hour and a half before we actually got off ourselves. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. For another video, we are going to split this one up too. So the next video will be the luge video. That'll be, we're about to go do that now and get the monorail, so I'll pick up there and that'll be a separate video in itself. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please press the like button and please subscribe as well, because as right now when I'm filming this, we've got 200 subscribers. It's amazing. I can't imagine 200 people actually sitting and look at me moan and all that sort of stuff. So thank you very much for watching. And hopefully by the time this goes out, which will be a good few weeks, it's gone up a little bit. Alright? Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.